Hey guys, today is our fourth video, and it is Lazy Day Sunday, so I am in my PJs. I'm getting ready to make dinner for my husband once again, which is fine. I love to do that. But today we are going to do something very simple. It is a chicken breast that is covered with potato chips and mayonnaise, so it makes it really crunchy and really moist. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that we have, and you can kind of go off of this if you want to. You can get like store brand and stuff like that. So what you will need is a baking dish, some foil, sorry I covered that up, chicken breast, it is skinless and boneless, a paper plate or like a bag or something like that, real mayonnaise, not any of that gross ass freaking Miracle Whip. It's ew. No, it'll make it taste disgusting. And just some Lay's potato chips. We already started our oven. It's preheating at 375. I know you can't see it, but then we'll go through all the steps. Alright, so what you want to start out with is just a big huge handful of potato chips, and then you're just going to crunch them around. Something that you can get your kids involved with. Sorry if the crunching's really loud and you can't hear me talk, but you'll make it into very, like, kind of tiny bites. That way they don't cut the roof of your mouth when you're trying to actually eat your chicken. Alright, so next step is to base your, dress your chicken with the mayonnaise. So you'll just kind of squeeze it around. It doesn't have to be pretty. Really? Alright, so everything looks really messy, but that's fine. You just get a spoon or a fork or something to spread it around. I'm just using a butter knife. And then you do this to it. Make sure it's really nice and coated with the mayo. Do it to both pieces. I know it looks like a lot, but trust me, it's gonna make it really delicious, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Alright, so our next step is to take our chicken breasts and turn them mayonnaise side down into the potato chips. That way the coating gets on it. I'm sure you can just throw them on top too, which is usually what I end up doing, but it gets a really nice coating on it when I actually dip it into it. Okay, so take the chicken breast like so, and then right into there and kind of push it down so it gets all nice and crusted. It'll look like this. And then you're just going to place it right into your dish. And your dish should be covered with Pam or like olive oil or something like that. That way it doesn't stick to it. Alright guys, so this is what it'll look like when it's finished, once you've coated everything. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could do the whole entire chicken breast covered with it. Just make sure you use extra mayonnaise to cover all the sides and everything like that. But my fear with that is that the bottom, since it's actually sitting and that's where usually all the juice flows to, it'll get really soggy. In the top, when you put it on like this, it actually gets really crunchy and stuff like that. So what our next step will be is to get out your foil and to cover up the dish. And then our oven's already preheated to 375, just saying it one more time so you guys don't forget. And then we'll actually bake it in the oven, and that will bake for until your chicken is no longer pink, which typically is about 30 minutes or so in my oven. I know that different climates it varies and stuff like that. But I will check back with you and once it's in the oven, typically around 10 minutes before the timer goes off for your chicken to be done. I like to take off the foil. That way the potato, like the top, like the potato chips, can actually stay crunchy and they kind of get like really golden brown and really good. Alright, so we have a little less than 10 minutes to go on our timer. Actually like 6, so I kind of forgot and lost track of time. But anyway, this is what it'll look like at this point. So it still looks like potato chips on it, but the top layer is getting very crunchy, or staying that way. And we're just going to cover it back up. Well, not cover it, push it back in there. And then we will see what's left when we are done. Okay guys, so everything is done. Now we let our chicken rest for 5 minutes. That way all the juices stay inside of it. We just paired it with some green beans. You can do any vegetable, or if you want macaroni or something like that. And then I'm actually just going to cut into it so you guys can see everything. So there you have it. It's all nicely done. Took us about 34 minutes completely. Crunchy top, and it's still juicy on the inside. We just have to get our husband, and time to eat. But she's just sitting on the couch. So, have fun.